Sean William is not here. He went on vacation during a pandemic. Like, who does that? Sean does that. So filling in for him, we have Mr. Eldridge Washington. Eldridge.
What up? What up? What up?
Crazy.
Mama, I made it.
He's so foolish. And today we have the lovely Miss Nakia Chanel. She's our guest for today. We're talking about pole dancing. And Nakia is a certified pole dancer, yoga instructor, and a twerk group fitness instructor. Nakia, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So how you guys doing?
I'm great.
I'm great. I'm on with two fine ass sisters, and I got the privilege of being the only brother on the air, so I'm gonna represent today.
Oh Jesus, I'm nervous. I'm sharing it in the group. So y'all can share on Facebook too. I just shared it on Facebook, so you guys can share it too to your audience if that's what you want to do. All right, so the Sex with Ashley show is being brought to you by Botanicals. Botanicals is a CBD-based women's sexual wellness company that specializes in painless sex and foreplay. That is Botanicals, and you can go to sexwithashley.com to find out more about Botanicals. I'm gonna plug my own shit, so that's what we're doing today.
Ain't mad at it.
Me neither.
You said what?
I said me. When you said I'm not mad at it, I was like, me neither.
Yeah, now I'm gonna plug my own shit. So to get started, we're gonna talk about what's sex in the news. So this week has been a very, very busy week for sex topics. The most common thing, the topic of the week has been the whole Jada and Will and August situation. I know we tired talking about it, because we've been talking about it for 4 days now. So we tired. But what is you guys' take on it?
You want to go first, Eldridge?
Lady, always first, please.
Okay, so I am very indifferent about the situation. Like, I don't necessarily have an issue with it. I kind of felt like there's been a lot of I feel like Jada's putting so much effort into covering up. To me, I feel like she's putting a lot of effort into covering up something that we obviously see has happened. This man's life has changed. Will is up here looking stressed. I don't think Will is so
Who's stressed?
He looks stressed out to me.
I will say he did look a little disturbed. I don't know if it's because that it was out in the open, because up until last week, all their business had been private. Like, we knew we kind of thought that they were open, but we didn't really know for sure, really, because they never said. So up until last week, we were all kind of like guessing. So I think it was more so of like, damn, Jada, like, you can't control your hoes type thing, versus I'm embarrassed because I don't know. That's just my take on it.
I think he embarrassed just because they said this was somebody that they were trying to help. But long story short, I feel like August is a freak and Jada belongs to the streets. And that's what I'm putting right there.
Not she belonged to the streets.
Why she belonged to the streets? They were separated.
Nah, first of all,
entanglement.
First of all,
and I've had a couple of entanglements in my life. Like, I understand about entanglement. I've been involved with people that I was not supposed to be involved with. And then, by the time you look up, you're like, oh shit, it's going further than I thought it was going to go. So I understand an entanglement.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that wasn't no entanglement.
I kind of feel like it's what you
Will wasn't even on the same page. Like, Will was like, I thought we were over. She was like, no, we were over. Like, they weren't even on the same page in the conversation. So offline they ain't on the same page about the whole situation. I don't think it's an issue that she slept with a person. I think it's an issue that she slept with that person, because this was our son's friend. This is somebody the family was trying to help. We know the boy was sick. We know the boy had a lot going on with him. Jada just was being lazy because this was already a young man that's naturally in our house. He naturally going on family vacations. So it's easy to make him my boy toy without having to work and go find something else. So it was
I mean,
perfect.
have you seen August's like penis?
Right.
I haven't.
Right. I mean, so again,
Google it. I understand.
I done already seen all of that. So I'm just saying is Jada knows she wrong. But like you said, we all done talked about it. I just feel sorry for my boy Will because he embarrassed now. He feeling hurt. I just didn't want Will to be a cuck since we talking about sex.
Go ahead.
I didn't want him to be. I ain't want him to be no cuckle. You know what I'm saying?
And explain what that is for people who don't know.
Yeah, so a man that enjoys watching his wife getting fucked the shit out of. You know what I'm saying? Like a man that's like, yeah, I'm just glad Will ain't participating in the ramming of the young bull or the young lion.
How do you know he's not participating? He could be. We don't know that.
I can tell by how he would look. Cucks, they don't get embarrassed by stuff like this. So like the fact that he looked hurt is safe to say Will ain't a cuck.
Okay. So did y'all hear about the whole thing with Jill Scott with the player who was all like he's an XFL player. I don't know the boy name. I forgot his name. Anyway, but he made the whole comment about, do people actually find Jill Scott attractive?
I think she's very attractive.
I do too.
Like, I look at her. Have you looked at the new show? What's that new show she have? First Wives Club.
I didn't know she had a show.
Yeah, so on BET Plus, First Wives Club.
Oh, that's why.
She looks. Yeah, I typically don't watch it, but I downloaded BET Plus because me and my homegirl decided to watch the show. But it's so good, and she looks really, really good. Like she snatched up the show.
Yeah, like Jill Scott's sexy. She a whole woman out here. Like bruh trash. I seen that. I ain't even spend time on it. It was such a trash comment. Like Jill Scott sexy as hell, and I done jacked off to her nudes.
I'm sure you had. That does not surprise me. Not one bit at all. Like the thing with the dude was like I feel like he put the tweet out there and it did not go the way he thought it was going to go. Then he gonna backtrack. Like be like Little Bootsy, say something and stick with the shit. Don't be like, oh, I said it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't mean it that way. No, say what you said, and then just go with it. He tried to backtrack it. I ain't like that.
Yeah, he young. He made a stupid statement. It is a symptom of being young without being around grown men. Because typically, whatever we tweet, we done already talked about before in private. So if you don't have that conversation around grown men, you done already had that shut down, and it would have never been tweeted. So we're gonna let him learn. With the internet taught him, now he know better. He know what a real sexy grown ass woman look like.
That is.
I feel like it's an age thing that happens for them to like learn to appreciate thicker women and stuff. I feel like there's an age for some guys where it just clicks. Like
I don't know if it's an age thing. It's more of an experience thing, right? It's like the first time you catch that thick sister. It could happen to you in middle school. It could happen to you after you don't graduated college or been married. But the first time you experience a sister, so for me. I remember when I discovered the BBW tag on porn, like it was like heaven. So it's something about a big sister that just changed your life. Everything about her.
And I think it's more like realistic. That's what most people, not most people, but a lot of Black people look. That's how we look, women. Like most of us have. We got fat rolls and we got some weight on us.
I know I do. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight. I got these
right up on the pole, and he's sticking right to the pole with my pole.
Okay. You never. I'm just telling to the brothers out there, if you ain't experienced it, boy, I'm telling you, some good pussy under their stomach, boy.
You're so stupid.
You better quit playing with me, bro.
Speaking of good pussies, that brings me to the giveaway for today. So every episode of Sex with Ashley radio show, we doing a giveaway of a sex item, or it might be a toy one day, it might be a product one day. It's something sex related. So today's giveaway is come from Momentum Intimacy. So Momentum Intimacy is a black owned lube and condom company. Black owned. Okay. So they are giving away some lube. Their little sample size is like a 1 ounce lube. So in order to qualify for the giveaway of the day, you have to do 2 things. You have to share the video. You have to, well, 3 things. You have to be watching on Facebook. That's the first thing, because if you watch it on YouTube, it's not gonna work. So you have to be watching on Facebook, and if you listen, it's not gonna work. You have to tag 2 people in the comments, and you have to share the video. So watch it on Facebook, tag 2 people in the comments, and share on Facebook in order to be entered into the giveaway of the day, which is being brought to you by Momentum Intimacy, which is a Black owned lube and condom company. So there's that.
I just did it, so hopefully I win that.
Hey, all right. So now we come to the part of the show where everybody can participate. Now you have like offering at churches. So we're gonna play a game called How Freaky Are You? Okay. So we're going to measure everybody's freak rates at the end of this episode. At the end of this, so I'm gonna ask questions, and then we're gonna talk about if we've done it or not, and all that jazz. Okay. So everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right. The first question is, have you ever masturbated in a public bathroom?
No.
No. Okay. That's a no for me too. That's a no.
Yes.
Okay, so you win it. You want to explain how that even came about?
Yeah, goddamn. So anybody ever shot that Sunglass Hut? I used to work at Sunglass Hut in the mall.
Yes.
It's one of the things, you only one employee. Shit, you at there by yourself, you feeling horny, you just gotta, and then they used to have us wearing these like black, at Sunglass you wear all black. So these pants with like the black slacks, and then when you hard, you don't be want to have that little thing just like popped up like that. You don't want that print you want the print, but you don't want a hard print, right? So you just rub one out and get back to work. So boom.
So when you were doing this, who was manning the store?
Nobody. Like I just closed it down real fast.
So he put like a lunch break.
I'll be back in 30 minutes. All right, so Elders is 1 and we're 0. All right, the second one. What is the strangest prop you ever used to get yourself off?
Oh my God. This is so bad.
Prop. Or item. Or
so for me, this is so weird. So for me, whenever I was exploring and trying to like figure out my vagina, I didn't have toys at the time. This was like way back in the day, and I no longer own this.
Okay.
I used the remote.
Okay, I've used a remote before.
That ain't bad.
So to me, that is because I'm young and I'm sitting up here sticking this damn remote with these buttons in my
I thought this was about to be crazy.
So she used the remote. Okay. For me, the strangest thing I've used was a cucumber.
Ooh.
That's pretty normal.
It is.
So I've used a cucumber before.
I just used one the other day. Like
doing what? What the hell are you doing with a cucumber?
I talked to her down there. She said it is pretty normal. I just used one too. Like, cucumbers ain't really that like weird like that.
Well, when you consider that a cucumber is food and it's supposed to be, you're eating it, it's not supposed to be in your vagina, and then I made a whole movie. It's a whole video somewhere. But that's a whole nother conversation. Go ahead.
I don't know. Let's see. Well, 2. I guess 2. Weird, right? Plastic glove. You like had like the hospital gloves. little
Yes.
plaster house with a good, put lotion in that thing. Like they got a Fifi. You know what I'm saying? I done made Fifi before.
Oh, okay. That's creative.
It's
Yeah,
latex, honey. That ain't nothing. Yeah, that's
Okay, so
yeah.
Eldridge won that one because he's using gloves. Okay, that's he win it, Eldridge. The next one. So have you ever had sex with someone whose name you never knew?
no.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, but I've just never been in that position where I just didn't know. Like if I knew who I wanted to fuck, like I'm like, oh Jesus.
Well,
So I have a question. So like
name
for
new, name remember, or like you just didn't know it
you
at
didn't
all.
know the name at all. Like you didn't know the name.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I have to explain myself. So I've done this before, but I have to explain myself. So I knew his nickname. That's one person. I knew his nickname. I never knew what his real name was till like years later, and we were Facebook friends. I'm like, oh, that's you got a whole real name. So I didn't know what his real name was. And then never knew it. And then, at a sex club, I don't even know that person. I don't know him at all.
Well, that's a given.
So okay,
Yeah.
so
That's
yes,
not bad. You ain't
okay.
doing
But
that.
I just wanted I had to explain myself. All right, cool. So
Club. Okay.
what now?
That's a sex club is pretty normal.
Yeah,
Mine was mine. I feel like mine sound bad, but if you were there, it ain't bad. So I went with my brother to someone's funeral, but the funeral was of someone who always threw parties. Like he was like this huge. So his like reception thing was like not reception. What do you call it? The Passover, whatever you
the
eat food.
the repass.
Repast. It was a pool party. Like it
Oh,
was.
that's dope.
Yeah, it was like lit. The part of the lit. So we just jumping out the pool. We're going to get the food through the line, and the caterer was like choosing, and we just talking, jump between the line. Then when I had went in the house, she was in the kitchen, and then she was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "What's up?" And then we went to my car. So boom, I didn't know her name, caterer lady. The messed up thing is, right, I called her the next day because like that thing was right. So I called her the next day. And then nigga picked up the phone like, did she tell you she was married? Did she tell you she was married?
Oh shit! So you doing a Jada and Will?
Right. So now I didn't know she was married. So that was actually my first time ever messing with, and the only time I ever messed with a married woman. Because I didn't know.
So I've had entanglements with married men before.
Let's not use that word. I think that's a trash word.
I like it's the word I'm using today on this show. Okay, so I've had entanglements. Okay, it just sounds better than saying I fucked a married man. So I had entanglements with a man before. It wasn't so much. Okay, it wasn't like I'm trying to make it sound better than what it was. So it wasn't like it was a multiple dudes. It was a dude. I did know he was married beforehand, but it was something you go through, you experience. It was so.
You gotta clean it up, boy.
I fell into a situation with a married man. It was on accident. All right. So have you ever fantasized about fucking one of your teachers?
Oh
Yeah.
Really?
Like,
absolutely. No, so it's not that I actually wanted to do it. It was just that they were just so fine, and I was like, okay. If I was see, the thing is for me, it hit me at a younger age, like because I had like a teacher in middle school that was just so fine, and I was like, yo, if I was old enough, oh my gosh, like
Miss Arnold, 8th grade math teacher. She was pregnant, came back. Them titties was on swole, boy. I'm talking about the finest teacher in the school, dog. Miss Arnold can get it to this day. Like, I volunteered in her classroom once I graduated just to try to get her again. It didn't work, but I
I'm
tried.
sure because you're a student, and I'm sure Miss Arnold she's not Mary Kay Letourneau, and she didn't want to go to jail.
Right. See, me, I had to remind myself. I was like, yeah, Mr. Beaver. I was like in the 7th grade. I I used to get in trouble all the time on purpose. Like I played musical chairs in that class. He was always moving me for talking too much.
I have never had. I mean, I've never had an email teacher, so there's that. So that's the first thing. And the ones I had were like middle-aged, like my mother's age at the time, so that wasn't attractive. So
Teachers were different back then than what they are now. Okay.
Yeah. So I've never had a teacher that I thought, oh damn, I want to fuck
him. I
ain't
gonna lie, teachers now fine as hell, boy. I'm talking about.
Who won that one? I both y'all tired. Are y'all taking the score? I'm not.
Yeah, I'm taking score.
I feel like I only checked out the box on one thing. What did I say?
Y'all both got 2. I got 4.
I did the remote, and that's it. I feel like.
No, you did the remote, and you did the strange object.
All right, 2 more, and then we're done. So, strange object. You said it was a remote.
The remote.
The remote. All right. What is the weirdest place you ever had sex?
I feel like I'm boring now. Every time people ask me this, I feel so boring. Because
I say the woods. That's mine. Go ahead.
A cul-de-sac.
Outside your house?
No, it was a development that they were building. There were no houses out there. And me and this guy, when I was in high school, we used to meet out there. I used to tell my mama, like, Mom, I'm going to the grocery store. It'd be a long grocery store trip, child. Okay, be right there at the cul-de-sac.
Right there at the cul-de-sac.
Meet me at the spot.
Cul-de-sac.
Oh my God, I was so bad.
I'm scared to know what your answer is. What's your answer? It's gonna sound crazy. What is it?
Mine is my old pastor house patio.
Was you sleeping with their daughter?
Yeah.
So it was like and this one, he wasn't even my pastor at the time. I had just went to visit them, and his son, it was other people from the church there, and his son was dating this one girl, her cousin was there. One thing led to another thing, and it was on the patio. But the crazy thing, it was one of the wraparound patios where you can get to it from multiple rooms. You know, like the house got like a wraparound patio.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so anyway, if the pastor would have walked out, he would have caught me because it was the patio connected to his room too. But yeah, that was the weirdest place.
Okay, and the last one, Eldridge, you won. It's no point in even doing this because Eldridge already beat us.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say these are really freaky questions. They're more so like.
I mean, you know, I'm basic. I guess when you like you and you like, you know, do freaky shit times 100,000, you know, I guess not. But I'm a basic hoe. I don't know about Nakia, but I do basic shit. I don't do all this stuff the elders do. All right, last one is about threesomes. Have you had a threesome? My answer to that is no.
No, I have not. I'm too jealous. Not jealous, but too selfish over what's mine.
Okay, yeah, I have, but I tell brothers out there, don't do it with your girl. If you're gonna have a threesome, find 2 friends that are curious. Go to a sex club, but having a threesome with your girl is a waste of new pussy.
Why? Because I want to. When I do it, I want to experience that with my man. Nah, I don't want to do that with some random dude.
Look, because if you do it with your girl, if you do it with your girl, if you moan different with her than you do with your girl, if you kiss her too many times you kiss your girl, and you can't really just get in the crevice of that thing like you would if your girl wasn't there. Like you can't get nasty with that new pussy. So it's like you be like being cute with it. You be cute with it and try. It's like, girl, like this is the best example I can give. How y'all go on a date with a dude you really like when you first met him and eat versus when you at home eating. So I
eat the same way no matter where I'm at.
Well, okay. Some girls change their game up. They with a cat that they really feeling. The way they eat that wing out on the date, they might live on a little bit, but at home you got that thing. That's kind of how you would do the shawty if your girl wasn't there. It ain't worth it. So my advice to the brothers, don't have a threesome with your girl, bro. It ain't worth it.
Okay, so Eldridge won this. Clearly, it's no need to even count up no points.
Yeah.
Eldridge won that point. So Eldridge, you the freakiest person on the show today.
I
Y'all
thought
like
it was pretty freaky because we did new yoga and everything, girl.
Yeah, we did do new yoga. That is right.
Hey, the dudes come out and do new yoga?
No, it was just for women. Although I did have some men ask about it, but this was just for ladies.
We need
Yeah,
to do another one of those. We got to do another one.
We do gotta do another one. That was really dope. I forgot. Go ahead and plug yourself. We did do new yoga.
Have y'all ever did new beaches?
It's on my bucket list of things to do. It was supposed to do this year, but Corona killed that. So no.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't do it. I just don't know if women get offended if you walk around hard. Cause like visually, I be there as soon as I see it. I'm like, boom.
But here's my thing with new bitches.
This, honey.
I am scared that new bitches are gonna be like swinger clubs, and it's gonna have all these out of shape, flabby Caucasians, and it's just not sexy. So I was trying to nice it up, but
like most sex clubs.
Yeah, most sex clubs is not really sexy because most of the people in there are and I gotta give it.
They be thinking sex clubs so sexy. They not, bro.
They not. And actually, the next week show's about sex clubs and sex parties. That's a show topic next week. But since we're here, we're gonna talk about it. I will say that I like white people because when they go to these clubs, they let their whole self be out. They're not really scared of nothing. They themselves, they free, right? And that's how we all should be. However, some of them, you have all bodies, and I'm not body shaming because all bodies, are beautiful bodies because it's the body God gave you. Cool. But it's not as sexy as one thinks because you have all these people who are floating around and you got all this like you just got flab and you got people floating around and it's like, oh, this is not sexy at all. But no sex. So I think new beaches would be like sex clubs with a whole bunch of fat people. And I'll just be like, I'm not with it.
My dad was in the Navy for 30 years. So he has like all of his like every tour, everything that he's done, like he has like a huge like photo album. And so I forgot where he was, and it was like nude beaches and stuff. But the thing is everybody's body looks so good. Like when my dad was there, everybody looked so good where he was at, and everybody just looked so happy and so chill. Like it was just so normal. Like even like the girls, I know there were some pictures like where they were at the pool, and you know how like people like to jump up on your shoulders and you knock them off or something in the pool. Like them girls. The people was just all on each other's necks, balls to the neck, pussy to the neck, just everything.
So let me do the reminder again. so they said church. So we are doing a giveaway during the show. But in order to win the sex product, which is going to be lube, that is sponsored by Momentum Intimacy, which is a Black-owned lube and condom company, you have to do 3 things. You have to be watched it on Facebook. You have to tag 2 people in the comments, and you have to share this video on your posts. So that's how you can be entered into the drawing for this week's sex product of the week. I guess that's what you call it. It'll be it's this lube here from Momentum. All right.
That makes me miss working at Adam and Eve, all the free stuff I was getting.
Listen, I applied for a job at Adam and Eve. This was like recently, and they didn't hire me. And I felt some type of way. How are you not gonna hire me?
So if it's any of these stores like on the East Coast or whatever, it's like it's these guys, these 3 guys, Spectacular. They own all of them or whatever, and they're just kind of like they just keep the staffs like super small. Like, cause when I worked there, I was like always working, like always there. I like learned so much shit working at Adam and Eve.
Yeah, like I really want to work there.
Adam and Eve is like our spaceship.
It's no minimum wage.
Adam and Eve is a sex store it's founded in North Carolina. So yeah, so it's several in the state, but it started here. It's in Raleigh. So I guess it's like your whatever, I guess.
I feel like you too top notch for Adam and Eve.
But I just wanted like a little side cast. I'm like, well, damn, I can't work with y'all. Like I didn't get a call back. Like I ain't a call back. I was really offended by that. All right, so Nikhil, you are here because we are here talking about pole dancing and is stripping pole dancing? I don't want to offend.
Yeah, it's all pole dancing.
Okay, cool. Stripping.
I do think that there's fine lines, and we can get into that.
Okay,
go. I want to get into that.
Go ahead. That's what we're here for. So, what is the difference between a pole dancer and it's like a flat out stripper?
Because and before you say it too, what I don't like is these heifers out here be like doing this pole dancing, right? Or the fitness pole, but they be trying to act like they better than my sisters that's working these clubs. Like, y'all, bro, it's the same thing. It's an art, man. You paying her to do yours, the one getting paid, she doing her thing. I'm sorry. That don't be making me mad.
No, believe it or not, before I describe like what the difference is, believe it or not, the pole community in general is way more supportive of strippers than people think they are. Because there are the negative take on pole dancers comes from people who don't do pole. It's not from polers, because we face it all the time. So there might be one bad apple every few per usual, where they might feel like, okay, I'm better, I do pole fitness, blah, blah, blah. But those are the people who are like, that's Karen who paid a whole bunch of money to go get certified, and I'm pole fitness, but she don't know what everybody else is doing. See, me, I have a different level of things that I do, because although I don't quote unquote strip, I'm an exotic dancer. So I perform at nightclubs or in places, but I just don't have to take no clothes off. People are very intrigued with what I can do with my body, where I don't have to do any of that, but there's no problem.
I am people.
You said what?
People.
I am too.
So, okay.
I'm watching videos all day today.
When it comes to what the difference is one person is going to literally go work, like, okay, I work at Onyx every week. You know what I'm saying? I go strip, right. I make a bag. You know what I'm saying? That's a stripper. That's somebody whose their means of income is that. But just like somebody who's a pole dancer, I mean, you know what? I take that back. Honestly, we just kind of all the same thing, because if I dance erotically or exotically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm basically doing the same thing that I would be doing at a club. I just kind of think there's some security measures that I think that's the reason why I like to define the difference, because I feel like strippers go through so much more stuff on a personal level too, because there's like so much like trauma that comes with like exotic dancing, where like people who like feel like they have some sort of ownership over your body or treating you some sort of like way, right? If that makes sense. So like, I feel like they go through so much more. So
when you are dancing, so you're liking like what you liking like lingerie or something. So what do you usually dancing?
I mean, a lot of times I wear lingerie. Sometimes I wear pasties. Sometimes I might take my top off and just have some pasties on. You just never know. I like to get nasty. This is another side of me, though, that I can tap into until this part of my life. I didn't have it all my life. I was very, very shy.
I'll tell you about the nasty
Eldridge face is just like, his whole face is like lit up. Like,
I'll tell you about the nasty part. So look, are you single now?
No.
Not single.
So next question.
Lucky guy, right? So do he get the private shows at home? Like, what do you do your pole work for him?
He's pretty I think when you live with somebody who do something, you have an appreciation for it. However, because I do it all the time, it's not gonna be every 5 seconds he come in the house and he'd be like, damn.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, that's the rule of thumb. But I'm just talking about when
he do get the extras. He do get the extras. Yeah.
So here's my question. Yeah. So I've people on my timeline, when I told them you were going to be on the show, so all the dudes were like, "Oh, I seen her, she good," and all this stuff. And I actually, Yeah, everybody was like excited. They was like, she is good. I'm like, I gotta see Nakia then, because I did see you. One of my friends went to like a private party or something. I think someone's house or something. I can't remember. Anyway, and you were there. And I was like, so I saw the video from there. I'm like, oh, she's doing good. And I had this whole new appreciation for pole dancers, strippers, because you know those little pole classes people take for bachelorette parties. And like I signed up for it with my friends. And then I realized that I actually don't have no upper body strength. Like I can't lift myself off the ground. Like
it comes with time. Like you do not start off with it. You don't start off with it at all. At first, I was so weak. Like I look at videos all the time of me, like last year or the year before, and I'd be like, damn, I done got so strong. But nah, it comes with time.
How long you been on the pole?
I have been polling for about 2.5 years. I've been performing for about a year and a little over a year and a half. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy how many times I've performed, and I've only been performing for a year and a half. Like, so when people was commenting on your post saying like, Nakia, like I've seen her before, I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, you popular in North Carolina. I don't know about Atlanta, but you popular in North Carolina streets. Man. So like, how did you even get started? Like what made you like, I'm gonna be a pole dancer?
Believe it or not, I was dating this guy for a couple months. I should not have been with him. It was like a rebound type of situation.
We all been there. Okay.
But he was really, really cool. But he was like a money guy. So anything I needed, okay, look, I ordered it for you. Oh, it's gonna be here Tuesday. Oh, it's gonna be here Thursday. So
okay. You had a pay pick.
We all had one down. Go ahead.
Yes. So at the time, a lot of people who know about her now, she was already my idol before people knew about her, which is Sammy Pacone, who is she's another polar, like big red hair, super sweet from New York or whatever. So at the time, she was just my idol. Like we became friends like later on down the line, but I just had been looking at videos, and at one day I just was like, I want a pole. So the guy I was dating was just like, oh, okay, it'll be here Tuesday. So I had that pole sitting in the house for maybe like almost a year before one day I just was like, fuck it, I'm gonna unwrap it and set it up. And then it was like as soon as I got on there, because I have like a gymnastics and ballet background and stuff like that, when I realized like the shapes that I could make on the pole that I could also do like when I'm teaching yoga and stuff like that, I'm just like, damn, this is really pretty being able to do this and be spinning at the same time. So I just like fell in love with what my body could do from there. And then that's just how I just kept it pushing.
Yeah, my hats is off to all y'all.
And I was self-taught.
You can't do it.
Self-taught until I started competing. Then when I started competing, I started going to a studio to get like more structure.
Yeah.
Can you talk to like the Ashleys of the world and other sisters out there that talking about they can't do it? Tell them why they can and should get on the pole, please.
For one, there's no quote unquote such thing as a right time to pole. I know I have a lot of people who reach out to me. Some people are just like, you inspire me and all of this, and I want to start pole, but I need to like lose a couple pounds, or I want to start pole and I don't have this level of confidence yet. And I'm just like, if you start, it's gonna come.
The key is, I can't even wrap myself around the pole. You're not understanding. You don't get it.
It's about instruction for one. Who's teaching you?
The white girl at the pole class. And I was like, I was there for an hour, and I was like, I can't do this.
I feel like there's so many more people who have fell in love with coming to classes with me only because it's like they've seen my level, especially with weight loss. I've lost like 55 pounds, so they know like, okay, you can do this at any size. She knows how it feels to do this in this different move. Like I had to put an instructor on game one day when she was talking to another student about why they couldn't do something, and I was just like, sweetie, you have to understand the way that she needs to do it is the way that I do it, because we got a little bit more meat on our bones. So
you can't go to Karen.
It's based on who is teaching you, because I promise you, like Ashley, I could put you on the pole and you day one, you would be doing some shit and you would be like, oh my God.
We should do that.
Yes.
I need to come up there so I can get on the I'll videotape it and put on the internet. I like a fool for y'all.
You are not like no fool.
Because listen, I'm telling you.
It's based on instruction, because if somebody really, really breaks some shit down to you in the smoothest way, and you're like, okay, you know, and that's how I do people. Like people book privates with me, and I will say this publicly, period. Like people book privates with me all the time that are only for an hour, and they end up staying with me for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, because I'm so into what I do. And into like making people like understand what they need to do with their bodies and trying to make sure they feel comfortable with it, you know, to like make it work. But it would work, girl. You would look so good.
So how much are your privates, your private sessions?
Why Eldridge, you gonna book one?
You said how much are they?
Yeah.
A private pole lesson is $40 right now. $40.
Okay,
I really do need to do that. Like, I really do need to come.
I'm gonna sponsor Ashley first one. I'm gonna go on record saying I'm gonna sponsor that first one, and we're gonna get Ashley on that pole.
We're gonna get me right. Listen,
Ashley on the pole gonna take the brand to a whole new level. Can you imagine the debut performance of Ashley?
Listen, I can't even twerk. I can't do that. Like if I think what my problem is, okay, so my butt is flat, like it's wide, but it's flat, right? So like, cause I took like some twerk classes. It was an exercise class, and like you twerk in the class, but my butt don't move. Like I need some help. Like, is there something you can show me or teach me how to? Like, what I'm supposed to do? Like, how can I make my butt jiggle? Because, like, when I move my back, what I'm supposed to do? Like,
my twerk classes really, really, really like help plump up some booties, because before I even started teaching them classes, at first it was just a thing. Like I would be at home just like making up stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna teach a twerk class, and I didn't know that it was second week it was gonna be 40 people deep. But like I literally be making routines in over weeks. I literally have like watched my ass just round up and plump up. It's all in the shape. Honey.
The question is, so like somebody like me, right, who has like a little bit of rhythm, like a little bit, and ain't got no ass, right? So the question is, can you show me how to twerk?
She know how to shout though. She came from the church, so like.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, for some reason my connection is like acting crazy, and y'all are like choppy. So I'm about to just close out and come back on.
All right, good.
Okay, hold on.
Cause we still see, but yeah. Here. Oh, there she goes. Right. But I'm for real, El. Just like my butt is flat. You see my butt? It's flat now. It's not nothing back there.
Look, you just need to have faith.
Listen. I can't. Listen, the white girl meme. The meme with the girl who does the twerk and like a whole back move. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That meme. Oh, that's me. I'm trying to figure out how. And the crazy thing is, I've seen white girls who have the same amount of butt I do, or people who have the same amount of butt I do, and they can jiggle it. So it must be something you have, like a thing either you have it or you don't. And I ain't got it.
I think you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it.
No, I ain't got it.
Yeah. I believe in you. We're gonna get you on the class. I'm gonna sponsor the first class. Don't waste my money. Make sure you show up.
I'm gonna show up. I'm going to record it so I can put this on the internet. I'm gonna be there.
Boom.
So, what's your favorite stripper movie?
Stripper movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Players Club. What's a better one? I mean, Players Club talks about the art of a sister trying to make her way through school, or that sister that just, this is my lifestyle, this is what I do, or that young girl that's misguided and she thinks she's trying to do this, but she really ain't trying to do this. It talks about the dangers of doing outside of the club. It talks about the relationships that employees at the club will have with girls. Like how to be the Players Club. To me, that's the best stripper movie ever created.
See, mine's Magic Mike. For obvious
That's a dope one
reasons.
too. Yeah, that's a dope one too.
For obvious, I really think that Channing Tatum needs to go back to stripping and like give up acting. Like stripping is his calling. Like it is. Like that's the best movie and the sad thing is, I was talking to somebody about this other day. Apparently Magic Mike has it's like a whole plot in the movie, because somebody had asked me something about he had a daughter or got married or something. I'm like, that happened in the movie? I have no idea what happens in Magic Mike. I have no idea what happens. I just know I go to the scenes where he's dancing, and that's all I do. I have no idea about what happens in there or nothing. Then the kid, did she get lost?
Yeah, I don't know what, because she wasn't choppy on my end.
My end either.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I know. Speaking of stripper movies, did you like the movie with J-Lo and Cardi B? Hustler?
It was pretty good.
It was all right.
It was okay. So it was better than I thought it was going to be. I saw it during I saw it like in March when it was on Amazon after.
I'll say that. Like, people told me it was amazing, right? I didn't think it was going to be good at all, so it was better than what I thought it was going to be. But
it was.
For what people told me it wasn't.
Because I really thought it was going to be crap. I didn't go see the movie. I'm like, I'm not paying money to go see J-Lo and Cardi B in a movie. But although J-Lo movies are typically good, so
right, I'm a J-Lo movie fan.
Yeah, her movies are good, but that was really good. And then now they have this new show called P Valley on Stars now. It's about strippers. I haven't seen it though. It came out last week.
Unpopular opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of Cardi B. Is like, she got all her stripper videos on like Pornhub and stuff like that. Back when she used to be stripping. Yeah. You go on Pornhub and look at Cardi B. You'll see all her stripper days.
Is she did a good job? Is she a good stripper?
Nah, I'm not a fan. I think it's value in it now because she's famous and you like want to see, that's Cardi B. But like regular stripper to stripper, like Cardi B wasn't amazing to me. Wasn't amazing.
I'm gonna go let her. I didn't know they were on Pornhub.
Yeah, they never took them off. Like now they got one on there. I don't know if this is her. It just looked like a sister that could be her on some real freaky stuff, like some freaky. I don't know if that one is her, but like they got probably about 5 videos. Some of her at like private events, some of her at real strip clubs. Like it's about 5 or 6 videos. Cardi B popping.
Let's change gears right quick. Let's go to our sex question of the day. So people inbox me sex questions all the time on Sex with Ashley. And so we answer those sex questions live on the radio. Okay. So the question is, this question is kind of interesting. So after 22 years of marriage and 2 kids, my husband wants me to rim him and peg him. Okay, I don't know where this came from or why he wants it. Not interested, and he has requested a free pass to sleep with someone else. Y'all, this is my life. He has changed so much since getting this new job. I'm not open to this at all. So I guess she wants to know, like, I guess what to do with that. So first of all, I don't see anything wrong with pegging your man if that's what he wants to do. I don't personally peg people because that's not what I want to do. But I don't think it's an issue if your man wants you to peg him.
It's an issue if your woman don't want to do it. It's definitely an issue. I think so I got into it with a really old close friend, right? Because they were just talking about it. And I was like, yo, one, I don't understand, but if a dude want to do it, cool. But I'll be wondering, like, does it change the way your woman mentally looks at you? Like, if that right there as a husband, that like, you talking about messing up your marriage, bro. Like, you just...
That would be my thing. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I'm open to do a lot of shit. I've done shit. I'll try shit. But now, and I'm not saying I would never peg someone because, okay, but I will look at you differently after the fact. Like, I'm going to, because like, I'm going to look at you like I'm up here fucking this dude. Like, that's how mentally I'm going to view it. Now, is that correct? Probably. Is that right? No. But I'm going to view it like, look at me up here fucking this dude. Like,
it's just like, because I done heard sisters say they did it, they was excited to do it, and then after they done it, they were disappointed. They felt different about him, just listening to him moan and just like the demasculation of like. So to this sister, I'm just gonna be real. Don't do it, right? Well, it's your marriage. Let me just say this. It's your marriage. I'm not married. So I don't like giving married people advice. But I just say be true to yourself and be true to your intuition. Like, you already know how you feel about it, right? And if it's a no, it's a no. Unfortunately, there are consequences to every decision that we choose to make. So there's consequences to doing it for your husband, and then there's consequences for not doing it to your husband. And that's the mystery, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I wonder where he works. She said he got a new job and he had them freaky. So,
and I kind of feel like he's already done it, because after we've been married 22 years, I would think I pretty much know how you operate, right? So after out the blue and how many kids she got, now you want to try pegging. That would make me think, okay, so either you've been exposed to this some kind of way. So why are you trying this all out the blue? Because I would think that you would have mentioned it before now.
So, I think she need to find a compromise. You know what I'm saying? In the
What's
words
compromise to pegging? Using your fingers? Like what compromise is there?
No. She can rim them.
Yeah.
That's compromise.
She could do that.
You can lick the gooch.
Why is anything wrong licking the gooch?
Oh, it ain't.
Oh, so you do that? You do that?
Oh, I'm a fan of licking the gooch.
Oh, okay. Nikita, did you hear our conversation? Were you listening?
No, I didn't hear the whole. I caught the tail end of it though.
So the question was, someone wrote in, her husband wants to.
Read the whole thing. It's kind of fucked up.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Here we go.
Hey, look.
Hold on. I gotta find it. All right. So after 22 years of being married and 2 kids, my husband wants me to rim and peg him. I don't know where this came from and why he wants it. I'm not interested. He has requested a free pass to sleep with someone else.
As she hits the blunt in panic.
So I said that I think that he has done this before or is already experimenting with it because 1, he brought up after 22 years, and 2, he wants a pass to sleep with somebody. So how would you know you enjoy this if we've never done it and you're supposed to be just with me? So how would you know that?
I definitely think he done did it before, or he's already doing it on the side and he just finally bringing it up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real with you, right? When you doing something outside of your relationship that you really like, and you really can't get it all the time from where you're supposed to be having sex, you be wanting to convert shawty over, right? So what it is, he found somebody that was rocking with him and doing it, but they ain't rocking no more. And now he trying to get it again. And it would be perfect if I could just get it from at home.
Exactly. So I don't gotta go out and go do it somewhere else. But I definitely think he doing it already.
I ain't gonna lie though, but like it's hard. Like, I'm gonna be, and this is not just, I can only imagine marriage. Again, I'm not married, but like, it's hard when you are with somebody that is not sexually compatible on like chemistry in sex, advancement on what you want to do. That's just a hard thing. That's a hard thing to adjust to.
But do you think, this is what I think, because I have friends who
regardless.
Yeah, I have friends who are married, and these are from my male friends, and they always say that in the beginning, before they got married, the girl is always like into it, like, you know, pussy popping on the headstand, whatever. And then they get married and it drastically changes. And that could be for numerous reasons. It could be, you know, now it's not as exciting because I see you every day, live in the same house, you know, we got kids or whatever. It just could be for numerous reasons. Now you're on my nerves, whatever. So maybe in the beginning they were compatible and shit was great. And then after 22 years.
No, it's a like that's a long time. I mean, that's just the scary thing about marriage, period. Because I just know how I am in relationships, right? It's amazing in the beginning, right? Because you excited. Ain't no pussy like new pussy. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? As soon as you stick a new pussy, it's old pussy. So it's like, the
but there ain't no pussy like loyal pussy.
There you go, Nakia. Ain't no pussy like loyal pussy. That's the hump day quote of the day. Ain't no pussy like loyal pussy.
Look, said no man ever. Like,
that ain't true. That's not true.
That is definitely not true.
That is not true.
Okay.
Listen, I got people right now, who want to know if I'm sleeping with them or other people because they want me to be loyal. That's not true.
Nigga, of course we want loyal pussy.
Okay.
You can't take ain't no pussy like new pussy and compare it to loyal pussy.
Yeah, you can. Especially if loyal pussy, good pussy.
Again,
exactly. Loyal pussy, good pussy. I can do whatever I want to do in that pussy.
Look, ain't no dick like loyal dick. That sound right. That's something y'all want. Like, ain't no dick like loyal dick. I'm gonna let y'all have that. But you gotta let the men say what they say, and y'all gotta say what y'all say. Like, we say ain't no pussy like new pussy. It just is what it
is. Anyway, but I think that he's already doing it. And I think that she needs to either peg him or let him have a pass. That's what I think. That's my answer to that question. So let your man get pegged. I feel
like when you marry somebody and you signing up to be with them, you should be willing to try with, you know, anything. Like I feel like because y'all got all these years and all this time with each other, y'all need to explore a bunch of new shit.
I'm just sad for her, but I wouldn't do no pass. I think, I'm gonna just be real, baby. Pandora's box is real, and once you open it, it ain't no closing it. So I wouldn't open up that box of passes and stuff like that. Like,
and this comes from somebody who I don't want to put your personal business out here on the internet, but never mind. This comes from somebody who ain't even like faithful most of the time. This comes from you. Like, so you would think that you would be okay with it.
Oh, are you talking about me? I thought you were talking about the person.
I'm talking about you, Negro, you.
I do be faithful. Second of all, I have opened Pandora's box, and I have had Pandora's box open before. And I just know, be true to yourself in relationships. When you have the intuition of something that you don't want, don't do it.
Exactly.
And be prepared.
Were you or were you not the person who said a couple of days ago, you was like, you are monogamous, but you want to cheat? And that what you said? And am I lying? Did I make that up?
I did say that.
Okay.
But you got to say it in context. I said I'm not with all of the open relationship stuff. I'm like, I'd rather be with somebody, and if time happens and we separate or we cheat, that's just we cheat and it's over. But I'm not with the going into something open. That ain't. But you
want to be monogamous and then have the option to cheat. Like I'm just be open.
What I'm saying is, cheating happens sometimes.
No, it don't. It don't just happen sometimes. No, it don't.
Entanglements happen.
Now you want to use the word entanglement. Okay, that's like a nigga. Now when it benefits you, you want to use the word.
He ain't like it at first. Now he's saying it.
Yeah, now he's saying it. No, if you want the option to have other people, then just state that from the beginning and let all parties be able to have the option of other people. Y'all,
or stay, period.
I'm just saying we focus on this sister right now. And my advice to this sister that asked this question, I think if your man want to do it, you know, I would be real with him about your concerns about doing it, but honor it. That's your husband, but don't do the pass, baby. Don't let him get no pass.
Have you ever pegged anybody, Nakia? Me neither. You ever been pegged, Eldridge? Are you gonna say it on the show?
No, if I've been pegged, I would tell the truth about it, but I ain't never did it.
You ever done anything with the butt?
Yeah, well, I don't got a friend. I'm a family.
It's good for me to even ask them if they want to do it.
You said what, Nakia?
I said the men I've dealt with be too hood for me to be like,
yeah.
Hey, you want me to peg you? They might punch me. Sorry.
My ass.
Sorry.
The closest.
Not literally punch me.
I have had a dude who allowed me to use a vibrator in like the gooch area, which is the part between the balls and the anus. Like I've had that, and that was a very good time. But I've never, and I think he probably would allow me to go lower if I want to. I don't want to. That's just a personal thing. I have a thing with like buttholes and doo-doo, which is a thing. It's a personal thing of mine. But he would probably let me go, but that was the only person that was like, okay, and you know, down for the count. So shout out to him.
Oh, what's your final say to this sister?
Talking to me?
Yeah, to the sister.
Either peg him or to let him have a pass. That's because he's doing it anyway. So if you don't want to do it, or go someplace like a sex party and let somebody, if you feel better about that, and let him do it that way. But he wants to do it. He's going to do it, whether you know it or not.
I'm sorry, baby.
But
look, what she look like? The person that
I don't know. I don't know what she looked like, and why is that important?
I about to say, if you are gonna give him a pass, and you need a pass too, you know.
Okay. Anyway, all right. That brings us to our sex toy of the day. Okay, so on Sex with Ashley, we talk about sex toys and all things sex. So the sex toy today is a dildo too. How? Well, it's a rabbit, but how ironic is that? So this is brought to you by Femi Fun. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably not. Femi Fun. All right. So this is they shipped this to me. This is their version of a rabbit. So this one's really neat because I like it twirls. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. Hold, you turn it on, and hold on. It's a USB plug in, so it's real easy. You can plug it to your phone cord, your computer, whatever. But the shit twirls. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I
sold the shit out of those at Steve, Honey, stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
It twirls. So I am not a rabbit fan. I will say that because
it's the G-spot stimulation for me. Like fuck the whole penetration part.
Right. I'm not really a penetration when it comes to toy part. However, I did try this out. I did. And the rotating head jump, like that jump was all right. Like it was, I'm like, okay, I could get with this. So it rotates and then it has like different speeds, different variations. This toy is pretty dope. It's their Femi Fun, their little rotational toy. And it has a remote too.
But yeah, their products are bomb. They're a really good company.
Yeah. So that is our toy of the day. I like that one. And like I said, I am not a rabbit fan, but that one's pretty dope. All right. And that brings us to the end of our show. So again, if you would like to
join kids, no, don't end.
Anyway, if you would like to win our product of the night, you have to be watching on Facebook. You have to share it, and you have to tag 2 people in the comments. And I will announce a winner probably tomorrow. And then I'll this is Lube. I can't talk today. This is Lube from Momentum Intimacy, which is a Black owned condom and lube business. Are we still doing, shopping Black? I think we still doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he said what?
No, I'm with it.
Oh, I need to figure out how to. This is a conversation off the air, but I need to figure out how to get this on by Black. They were asking me about that the other day.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So, Nakia, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at the Nakia Chanel. So that's TheNakiaChanel or www.nakiachanelyoga.com. You can book me for all types of events. I teach yoga, I teach pole, and I teach twerk classes, and I just do performances. So if you need somebody to come shake some ass so you can throw some money out, I do all that. Mm-hmm.
Hey, hit me up, Nakia, if you ever want to come to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up.
I'm always there, so.
Me and her wanted to do like a naked yoga class in Atlanta actually last year. We never got around to doing it though.
I'm the plug out here, so if you need something,
he kind of is. So Eldridge, tell the people what you do. Tell the people how they can find you. Tell them about your what you got going on.
Yeah, man, people, y'all can follow me on Just Eldridge. That's JUST. My name ELDREDGE. Go to whatdoeseldridgedo.com. That will find everything I'm involved of, everything I'm part of. But mainly, I'm just a man of the people, man. I'm just out here trying to support Black people, push our culture, our people, our children, our community forward. And I do that through mainly through entrepreneur ventures. So thank you again for the opportunity. Ashley, we love you. Thank you for giving us a platform to talk, a platform to learn, and a platform ultimately to grow in our sexual desires.
I need to write that down. Like, I need to use.
That was really good.
I need to use that. Like, write that down. Email me that.
Got.
And our hump day tip. We do a hump day tip before we close. So our hump day tip is to do not shit. Well, no. What is it? Do not eat where you shit. Chill all night.
It's the second one. Do not eat where you eat.
Right. Look, rewind. The hump day tip is.
Oh my God.
Do not eat where you shit. All right? That's a tip. Remember that. Don't eat where you shit, Eldridge. Okay? Remember that's your tip for the day.
Never.
You said what?
Never, not me. That ain't my style.
It's crazy because technically they eat where you shit.
I mean, like in the house?
You eating your pussy, it's near your pussy. If they eat your ass, they eating where you shit.
Let's talk about ass eating right quick. I know we gotta go. Let's talk about ass eating right quick. Listen, I love it. Like, isn't it like the best thing ever?
To do it or receive it?
No. I told you I have a thing with ass and doo-doo. I just told you that 5 minutes ago. So I'm not eating nobody's ass.
But I will get it. Yes.
Because I feel like if you eating pussy right, you're gonna kind of go down to the ass anyway.
Oh, listen, the best fucking way, be on the side of the bed, be on your knees, get low, like if you were like about it's like a really, really deep squat, but like get really, really low and let the guy stand up. So, I mean, no, don't let him stand up, but like let him like penetrate you with his fingers and like push your G-spot. Like,
so how am I standing?
Like, your ass at the same time.
Show us.
Okay, yes. Okay, show or tell me what to do. How am I standing?
Here, go back and show us.
You are on the bed. So like you're on the bed, like ass Like,
oh,
yes. So
okay.
Get on your knees and like lay down, like get really, really low. So like arch up, you know what I'm saying? Ass
Okay.
up, back down. Let them put their fingers in your pussy. Push up on your G spot. And just like continuously like hit it and eat your ass at the same time.
Yo. I'm gonna need to call somebody after this is over. Cause now I want to try that. That's like a good fucking time.
Squirting everywhere.
We're gonna have to have
squirt a kid.
I don't think she heard you. Say it again.
I said, kid, you a squirter?
When it's done right, I am.
Yeah, I think every woman I feel like is when they done right, but
When
then
it's done right, yes.
When it's done right, because the thing is you can do good, but not good enough to get me to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had that happen for far too long.
So scientifically, every woman can squirt, but like there's some women that are natural in the aquatics of sex, and they do it easily.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. First I gotta say, Elders, your face has been like you know how kids look on Christmas, like they just be so excited, and then like their whole face does glow because they got all the presents underneath the tree. That's how you've been this whole show. Your face has been like, and it ain't because of me, because you see me all the time. It ain't me. It's Nakia here. Yeah,
it's both of y'all, man. I'm a fan of the chocolate and I'm a fan of the brown sugar.
Listen,
so,
you ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. It's okay. We gonna still be friends after this. You ain't got to lie to me. I ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You gotta make me feel special. It's cool.
hey, but look, for real. I do thank you for the opportunity to be on the show. Nakia, I'm a fan. Okay.
Thank you, darling.
Next time you come to Atlanta, leave your man. Holla.
Sir. We do not condone entanglements on the Sex with Ashley radio show. Okay. And I thank you guys for joining me. Next week, same place, same time. We are talking about sex clubs next week. So make sure you join us next week. And on that note, peace. We out.
Peace.
Talk about sex, baby. What the hell are you talking about? Let's talk about you and me. You know what I want?
You're now listening to the Sex with Ashley radio show.